Someone left a question in my comment section today asking what can I do on a day-to-day basis to continuously improve my YouTube channel. Well, I thought I would give a list of answers that I've had from asking the same question over time. The main thing, of course, is to make sure that every day you look at your own YouTube videos and you find just one thing in it that you feel you can improve, something that you can make better every day. And to action that, I want you to write it down in the comment section below. Tell me what it is that you found in yesterday's video that you're going to make better for tomorrow. Now let's start with that first one, which is basically audio and video. And most of the time people jump into the video part of it wanting to get that as perfect as they can. First of all, however, make sure that your audio is clean. Now it's very easy to get much cleaner audio no matter what you're shooting on, whether it be a DSLR camera or a pro video camera or just your cell phone. Have a look around and find a really good wireless lapel mic or something similar that you can use to really spice up your audio game. It's much more important to get audio right than it is to get video right. On saying that, it is really important to get the best out of the camera that you can. For example, make sure that when you're filming you've got plenty of light in front of you and try not to shoot directly into the sun. If you do that, especially with something like a phone camera, your camera is going to try and increase the amount of light directly on you and it's going to blow out the background, or you're going to look really pixelated and noisy and silhouetted. So simple things like making sure that the light is in front of you instead of behind you when you're filming is really going to help. Of course, if you can, get a better camera, slowly increment that over time and you'll get much better results. As a quick example of that, I'm shooting here on a GoPro 10, which is a great little camera, and right now I've got the sun behind me. Now if I turn around, you're going to see that it's struggling a little bit less and it's actually giving me a better image when I'm facing into where the sun's coming from. I can easily promise you that spending $50 or $100 on a couple of really nice lights is going to give you a far better improvement than spending $5,000 or $10,000 on a really good camera and not having good lighting. Talking about light brings me up to the next point, which is the environment you're shooting in. You see, today I could have chosen just to shoot this at my desk again, but I thought I'd show you an example and come out and shoot somewhere a little bit more interesting. You see, you want to spice up where you're shooting each time, give the audience something new, and if you can move around a little bit and change it up all the time, it's going to make your videos a lot more interesting. As an example, something I'm planning to do in my studio over the next few days is to change up the lighting situation. You see, I quite like what I've got going on in the studio at the moment, but I've been having a look at it and I've reflected on it and I think I can do a little bit better. So I've gone and bought myself some new LED strips and I'm going to be putting those up in a couple of places just to beef up the background. It's going to make it more interesting, but I've got to be careful and do it in a way that's not distracting and doesn't detract from the main message of everything. I just want it to look better, not too dominant. So I'll put a link down below, by the way, to where I've got those LED lights from. Go ahead and click on that and get some for yourself if you think it's going to help your studio. They're actually really cheap and are remote controlled from your phone too. So that's a couple of really good tips that aren't going to cost you an absolute fortune to put into place. These are things that you can do very easily for usually the price of a few cups of coffee. But here's another thing you can do that won't cost you a single thing and will get you more views and retention and subscribers every time. Now this one is real easy and totally free. All you need to do is play back your own video. Go get your last video and watch it 3, 4, 5 times. A couple of times watch it with the picture turned off, just the audio. And then what I want you to do is be brutally honest with yourself and think, what really don't I like, or what could I really have done better in my personal delivery? You see, the people don't come to watch just what you're talking about. They can do that with any video. What's going to keep people coming back is somebody who delivers it in a real, honest and authentic kind of way. Be yourself and speak clearly. Make sure that you're not just droning on and complaining or something like that, but be honest with yourself. See what you can do to improve your delivery every time. You'll be amazed at the results that you can get from that. And improving that delivery can be as simple as saying, am I saying too often in a video? You would be amazed at how often new YouTubers who aren't as confident as they could be in front of a camera say all the time. And when you go back and listen to yourself and listen to what it is that you're saying, at how you're pronouncing words, things that you don't need to be saying when you might be rabbiting on about nothing, these are the things that you want to catch yourself out in and make a change. And finally, of course, I've left the best bit for last. This is going to be the hardest thing to do, then that is getting feedback on your videos. It's hard for two reasons. One, there's a lot of people that are just going to tell you what they think you want to hear, and that's not what you want when you're looking for feedback. So go and find out people who are your target audience and get them to tell you what they really think of the videos. Tell them that you're trying to improve and you really want them to be brutally honest and to tell you what it is that they think you could do better. Take that on board and work with it. You don't have to do all of it. Some of it might not work for you creatively, but do listen to it all and try and integrate it into your growth on YouTube. Also take careful note of the YouTube analytics. Get into it. It can be messy and confusing to look at, but keep looking at it and you'll get used to it and you'll learn a lot more from it. YouTube's analytics contains a massive amount of information and data that, when you learn what it's saying to you, can really help you improve in ways you would never have thought possible. Also, go and download a tool called TubeBuddy. There's a link to that in the description. When you install TubeBuddy, you're going to find a whole pile of other tools that are really going to help you improve and grow your channel, get more views and get better retention. If you want to learn more about TubeBuddy, then click this link here and it will take you to some of my other videos. Don't forget to click here and subscribe as well so you don't miss out on videos that I make in the future. And I'll see you in another one real soon. Have a great day.